Fellow congregation members of the church, most people do this here, brother, as an evil, rotten, decrepit, low-down, despicable, foul-mouthed monster. I realize that monsters like this do not have a place in heaven. And I also realize that hell simply will not have them because they don't want a motherfucker like this trying to take over. Pardon my language, but it must be said.
Just win, baby.
Who you thought I've been rocking for? Ever since a kid, it's been patching skulls. Black and white, you see it on my flags and poles. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, all you ever heard about my lips. I was twitching, I wasn't breaking when Brady was winning chips. Went to LA, then to Oakland, and now we up on the strip. Dancing with the nation every time we get to 6. 3rd and 13 used to run the ball. Now we got 100, so we changing the call. Tatted on my body, ain't no taking it off. When the Raiders on the TV, we ain't taking the call. When the Raiders on the TV, we ain't taking the call. Unless they with the nation, ain't no faking involved. All that internal hating, we be shaking it off. Cause we know they just came around Jacobs and Carl. Who you thought I've been rocking for? Ever since a kid, it's been patching skulls. Black and white, you see it on my flags and poles. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know.
Look, I'm 34 like Bo Jackson. I'm a Raider, long live John Madden. We left Oakland, now we with the sinners. For Al Davis, we got unfinished business. Look, just win, baby. Defense ain't giving up an inch lately. The offense in clutch, we bout to up the scope. And D-Car ain't stopping till we reach the boat.
What's up, Raider Nation? Welcome to round 2, the second half of Raider Reaction Fantasy Football podcast action here, as Wednesday nights are fantasy football action here at Raider Reaction. The only football that we can actually control a little bit. Kinda. I can't even control my fucking fantasy teams for the most part this year, but, you know, it is what it is. So thank you for joining us on Fantasy Football Island here. We've got JoJo, what's up? Dietrich, what's up? What's up, Big Game James, rolling to see we've got some of the guys from the league popping in the show. So, but if you don't watch it now, you guys all do watch it later, so I know that. So let's get into this shit. It is a double banger of fantasy football action. We started off with the Hardcore Challenge official podcast, and then the Silver and Black Fantasy League at 10:45 Eastern. And here we are. Let's get freaking into it. Let's get into it, shall we? Where do we start? Well, we know where we start. We always start at the top, right? Of course.
There's a platform stage.
Oh, got messed up over here. Hold on. Technical difficulties. Where'd it go? I had this one up there and I was clicking around looking at shit. Screwed it up. There we go. Big Ballers of the Week. Over here, big baller number 1. JoJo just has no luck. He keeps hitting these big scoring sons of bitches. Sacks offenders. Chris takes a big 207, and that was our second 207 of the week as we had double big ballers as Big Game James continues to put up solid points this season, takes down Roy, drops Roy to 6-3. I'm playing throwing bombs and banging moms this week. I'm looking to get back into things as well and stay right on one game out. Actually, I'm tied for first right now, so I would like to stay in it. I'd like to take sole possession of first. That'd be great. My division's a little weak. But there's our big ballers. Congratulations to those guys this week. That is solid effort right there. Let's take a spin. Oh, well, we can't go to the top without going to the bottom. I almost forgot. Hit Squad with the 130. Not good. Not a good performance. I'm feeling you, though. I had a score about like that in the big league. Actually worse than that at a 121. So, hey, I get you. Joe Burrow had an off week. Hurt me. Jamar Chase being out. Injuries. Hey, that's fantasy football. I get it. So let's take a spin around the league, shall we, and see where everybody's sitting in this Raider Reaction fantasy football extravaganza that we've got going on here with Raider Nation all over North America. This is the most powerful division right now, and that is the Great White North Division. As you see, there is a three-way tie at 7-2 sitting atop that. All of them are on winning streaks. 2 of them are on 6-game winning streak. Raider Richie, who was our last undefeated owner, he's sitting at 7-2. He's back after winning 2 straight. Back up top, Sacks Offenders, who's won 6 straight, sitting at 7-2. Michael Vick's Dog Walker, who just took me down, 7-2. With a 6-game winning streak, and Lions in the Black Hole, who was my big victory this week, 4-5, and he's just looking 3 games out and not even in the conversation. It's looking like this division is probably going to spawn both of the wild cards right now. Looks like you'll have a division champion and 2 wild cards possibly in this division. Now down in the Elite East, throwing bombs and banging moms took a loss, but still sitting with a comfortable 2-game lead in first place at 6-3. As Royce looking good. Let me see them TDs sitting at 4-5 with a big win. Actually, Chris Wap is still right in this, as he's only 2 games off the pace. So if he could win, Roy drop a couple, because those last 3 games are all divisional. So you really control your destiny in that final game. And even Gigantic Walruses, really only 3 games out if you can string together some wins. Maulers in the same spot there, although they didn't really want that loss, to take that loss this week. That would have looked much better with one less loss, that's for sure, at 4-5. Team Junior at 6-3 has continued to slide, lost 2 straight now, as Raider Nation 98 Big Game James has moved back up and grabbed a tie of first place at 6-3. The Haywood Gang with 2 big wins at 3-5-1. Only really a couple games out of first place. If they can continue to win, like I say, those last 3 games have been so huge for owners. If you can go through and sweep those last 3 games in division, that's 3 straight division wins, and that hands a loss to each one of your division rivals, knocking everybody down a peg as you continue to climb. I've seen it happen in that last 3 weeks sprint, and hey man, it almost got me in the postseason last year, as I finished 8-6 and won my last 6. You just got to get hot at the right time. So really not out. Raider Nation for life, sitting down there at 2-5-2. That's just a fucked up record right there, and that's why you're sitting in last place. I got nothing else to say about that. The Dirty South is one of the weakest divisions right now. The entire division is sitting at sub 500. I'm right there. I got to win. Hit Squad has lost 3 straight. I've got to win this week. And so now I found myself tied at 4-5 atop the AFC Dirty South, or excuse me, the Raider Reaction Dirty South. And actually, Savage Wolfpack, JoJo, if you look at it, you are only a game and a half out of first place, because the rest of this division sucks. If you can string together a couple wins, you are still not even out of it, even with losing 3 straight and dropping to 2-6-1. I mean, man. The Hit Squad's lost 3 straight as well. You're only a game and a half back. Just a couple big wins. Finish strong. You can never give up. It's football. You can never give up. Just got to put a team out there. You never know. Maybe they'll fall into a couple W's. As long as you put a team out there. 2-7. Bryant, our sponsor there with Clear Live Streams. Not looking good. Not looking good. But then again, technically, he's only 2 games out of the lead too. It's those last 3 games in division, man, that you can really turn things around. Play that spoiler. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You got to play all the way to the end. If you want to come back next year, you got to be a strong owner, because I'm thinking of upping the stakes in this league. I like what we got going on. We've got some good owners. Man, my voice is still working on getting it back from the game Sunday. And half a cold. But interesting. It's going down to the wire here in our Raider Reaction Fantasy Football League. It's getting interesting. So that leaves us one more place that we got to stop this show.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
It's time
Is this not why you are here?
for the Hardcore Challenge Game of the Week.
Couple big matches this week. A lot of guys got some big matchups. Like Roland said, he's got a big matchup this week. I got a big matchup this week. I'm playing throwing bombs and banging moms at 6-3. I need to get back into. I'm tied for first at 4-5. Man, I'm not had a great season, but I'm right in it. These guys here. Now this is a game of the week right here. Sax Offender sitting in a 3-way tie atop 7-2 atop the Great White North. As Junior is sitting at 6-3, lost 2 straight, needs a win badly, still sitting atop the Wild West, but at one point was sitting at 6-1. So this is a big matchup right here. And as you can see by the line graph, it is projected to be very, very close. A very close matchup. These guys have already basically made their adjustments and have their rosters ready. Geno Smith and Jalen Hurts, Christian McCaffrey. I mean, you've got some real heavy hitters on here. I'm picking Sax Offender, though, to take this win. I just think Team Junior peaked early. They're on the way down, and Chris has won 6 straight. And I just can't go against the hot hand, man. I can't go against the hot hand. And I'm picking Sax Offenders to win this one in our game of the week this week. Make sure you keep your rosters legal. Make sure you have your mandatory bench spot going at all times. Make sure only IR or COVID designated players are in your reserve spot. And that mandatory defensive bench spot has to be individual defensive player, team defense, or a kicker. That must be maintained at all times. So, simple rules. Just make sure you follow them. I appreciate everybody that we have in the league thus far this season. I think we got a great, hopefully, crew to carry into next year and future seasons. As I think I want to step up the game and make this. We'll get into that later. I don't want to ruin it. But I've got some plans for this league. I like the group of owners that we got. I think we'll add a group chat next year so that you guys can communicate a little better. And maybe we even get that kicked off this year, because I think it would make it easier for you guys to all communicate a little better. And add a few more things. So you guys are coming around. Hopefully everybody wants to come back next year. We will have flash prizes this week. I went back and looked at the last 2 weeks, and since we had big ballers this week, here's what I'm going to do. To make up for the fact that we didn't do any of the last couple weeks, is I had to take off due to I was going to the game. I had a lot of prep to do. I'm going to give out 3 Raider Reaction prize packs this week. The 3 highest scorers who win their games. You can't have a high score and fucking lose. You have to be the highest scoring winner. The 3 highest scoring winners, other than myself, I've got Raider Reaction prize packs for you. Little flash prize for you. We've got the poker chips. We've got some new stuff in as well. The bracelets, what have you. So, top 3 scores, winning scores this week. We got goodies for you. So there's your week 10 flash prizes. Kind of your week 10, week 9, week 8. all wrapped up in one. So top 3 winning scores this week. Good luck, everybody. Game on for another week. It's really playoff push time, man. 5 games left, 2 more games in conference, and then you've got your 3 division rivals to finish it out, and that's where it's going to get fucking hairy, man. None of these divisions are settled yet, and it could come down to the wire for some guys. Good luck to everybody this week. Everybody except for throwing bombs and banging moms. You're going to have to take another L, Roy. I'm sorry. But everybody else, good luck. I'm out. Peace, love. Raider Nation.